Good morning, this is Miss Lally, and I'm in my garden, and I just took down my last two sunflowers, and I'm over here at my basil, and basil is not doing good, so it's probably going to get taken down too in light of Hurricane Florence coming to town. I ended up with this, what looked like a, let me see, some type of, if I can get a good shot. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can zero in. What looked like black mildew or something. Showing up on the leaves. So I think this is going to be it. The stems have started turning a woody brown. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut these basils down, these basil plants down. I'm glad that I'm glad that I did harvest off of my basil plant like I did. I did much better than I did last year, but I wish I would have kept going. But just a few days ago, I noticed that black mildew on the leaves, and now they're just not looking good. And then just coming out here doing this, leaves just fall off. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this down because I don't think this is gonna make it past Florence. Okay, so I have now cut down my basil bush. Let me back out and just spread the leaves and limbs. So they could degrade down. And I did the same thing with my sunflower that were over there. I spread the sunflowers out in the back of my garden. Even the sunflower heads with hopes that they will sprout up next season and I'll have sunflowers springing up in the back of the garden. And I also want to plant some in the front of the garden to see if that will help with the shade factor next summer. And here are the two sunflowers. Look at the stalks on these things. Look at that. This is huge. So it'd be nice if I grow something like that again. And I'm saving these stalks, put to use in the garden. And this bin right here, the second to the last time that I did my video, I forgot to show y'all what I wanted to put together because I had started working on it and just never picked my phone back up to record. But I have radishes in here, beets that aren't looking too good now, carrots, leeks, and two different varieties of spinach. And I wanted to grow these in a bin to see if I would get better turnout of carrots. So this is how they're looking so far, and they've been in this bin. This bin's been going, I guess, now for 2 weeks, I believe. 2 weeks, maybe it's 3 weeks, maybe 2.5. I'll say 2.5 weeks. And I hope it takes off because I really feel like carrots don't do well in my soil. So that was my main reason for starting this bin up, is for the carrots. But I threw a bunch of other stuff in there too. So just give you a close up of what I got going on. Hello, this is Miss Lally, and today is September the 11th. Still the same day as earlier video, and Hurricane Florence is approaching, and so my area, I stay in Norfolk, Virginia, and they are expecting the storm to hit some parts of North Carolina that's not too far from us. And so we're under hurricane watch, I believe, for right now. And people are making preparations. There's certain parts of our area that have been told to do mandatory evacuations. They have us broke up in zones, and Zone A has to do mandatory evacuation because they're prone to flooding, easily prone to flooding. We are too, but there's other parts of my city that definitely, I mean, they flood just like that, worse than we do. So it is still hot and humid, which is really making it hard to go outside and, you know, just get the yard ready, prepare to deal with these hurricane force winds that may come through. I'm not so worried about my backyard and the amount of rain that we get, because my backyard drains pretty good. Even when Hurricane Matthew came through, the backyard wasn't flooded. Now the front yard is a different story. Well, actually the street floods, and but the yard itself doesn't really flood because we're kind of on the incline on my street, on my side of the street. But on the opposite side, they're not on the incline. Look at that. I'm inside the house and the plane's coming. It never fails. So it is very hot. I'm sweating, and so I'm just going out throughout the day, doing a little bit here, a little bit there. Cut down my basil. It was looking bad, and the basil's not going to survive any type of hurricane winds that we have, because one of the basil plants, we had a storm come through, I think it was a month ago or maybe a month and a half ago, and it was a little windy and the basil plant blew over some, and so I had to stake it up. So I knew they're not going to make it. Well, they weren't going to make it, and plus it looked like this mildew, black mildew, was showing up on the leaves, so I just decided to cut it down. And when should I take it out of the garden? Now my thing is my tomato plants that I was that were actually having a comeback. I went and got rid of all the dead leaves and aired it out, cut off, you know, some of the stems and whatnot, so to be some air to be able to blow through the tomato plants. Got them looking nice. I mean, it's lush green, no yellow, and I don't know if they're gonna. I weaved them through my cattle panel, so I don't know if they're gonna make it through these hurricane force winds. And I'm like, man, they're sprouting flowers, so there's new blooms showing up on them, and even some small green tomatoes. So, oh, well, you know, we'll see what happens with that. So I'm gonna try to give you an update, see what, you know, what happens in this area. I don't know. We may. I don't know if we're gonna leave from this area because we're right on the coast, and you know, we're just watching the weather report to see if this thing is gonna get closer to us. If it does, then I think we may end up leaving and go further inland, because you know, hurricane force winds and nothing to play with. So just want to give you a little update. It's hot and humid. It's making it really hard to go out there and do stuff in the backyard to just make sure everything is secure. But I'm just going to do a little piece at a time throughout the day. It is really, really humid here. I don't know, maybe this is being brought on by the hurricane. So just want to give you an update, let you know what's going on. Thanks for watching.